Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and today I am talking about Secret Santa by Andrew Shaffer. Hopefully that's how you say his name. From Quirk Books. Just Quirk Books. I dig that cover. Decided I'd read some Christmas horror. Since it's December, I'm recording this just 2 weeks before Christmas. And in Secret Santa, Lucy has just gotten a job at Blackwood Patterson, a publishing company. She had been laid off from the company she was previously working for, needed a new job. This is a very old school, very literary, very small publisher. She's right off the bat, she's being pranked, hazed. Doesn't seem to fit in, doesn't get along with her coworkers. But then after a Secret Santa gift exchange, when she gets this weird gift, accidents start happening, people start dying. Lucy has to figure out what's going on. So, this Andrew Shaffer dude, New York Times bestseller, apparently, does a lot of parody type of stuff. He's the guy that wrote the Obama-Biden mystery series. And I was looking on Amazon to see if he had any other horror novels. And he's got a Trump book and just a bunch of quirky, crazy stuff. And this is a quirky take on horror, which isn't a bad thing. It's not laugh out loud funny like, say, Jeff Strand type of stuff or movies like Shaun of the Dead. But the characters are odd people. The situations, the publishing house is an odd place. But it's all well written and the characters are interesting. And as the story moves along, it moves at a good pace. I never got bored. I read it pretty quickly. And the things that happen, it gets a little gruesome at times, gets a little spooky at times. Although some things, I guess, technically they're all explained by the end. Not with specific explanations, but sort of the general sort of whatever's happening. So Lucy, interesting character, and she was a horror editor at her previous publishing house, and has this best-selling author, and his Fabian Nightingale, I think his name was, really fun character. And Andrew Shaffer, I don't know if it's just good-natured ribbing. He takes a couple shots at some authors. This takes place in the 90s, I believe. 80s or 90s. Well, it starts 86, so it takes place in 86. There you go. Starts in Nazi Germany. Then it jumps to 1986. Takes some shots at some authors. Hopefully, just all in good fun. But yeah, the characters are fun. The situations are interesting. Like I said, there's all sorts of quirkiness going on. It's weird. And it does build, I think, satisfactorily. I'll tell you, I gave it 3 out of 5 on Goodreads, which is, I liked it. I always like to be clear on what the starred ratings on Goodreads are. Some people think if it doesn't have like a 4, 4.5, that it's a bad rating. But 3 is I liked it. It literally says that if you hold your cursor over the 3rd star. And how is that a bad rating? I don't know. So I liked it. It didn't blow me away. It's not top tier horror. It's just good, entertaining, fun, spooky, quirky story with a great cover. And I did look to see if Mr. Shaffer had written any other horror, because I would pick it up and read it. If he had, it's good enough for that. It's just not, this isn't Stephen King, Brian Keene, F. Paul Wilson, David McCammon, Brian Smith. It's not the level of all those great authors. Stephen Graham Jones, Gabino Iglesias, Cynthia Palaio, Janine Pipe. I could just keep naming so many incredible authors. But that's not what I'm here for. I don't know why I started doing it. Just to say he's fine. Again, it's entertaining. You can shut your brain off and just read it and have fun. Maybe get spooked. But I don't think it's ever going to be a classic. Is that fair to say? I'm just sharing my opinion, folks. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Crazy stuff starts happening. We have an explanation. Yeah, things get a little wild. There's one point where it goes from 0 to 60, like in 2 pages flat. Just all of a sudden, there is some craziness happening. And that's not even the end. I guess it's the beginning of the end, maybe, depending on how you look at it. But all of a sudden, it takes a turn. So as I was reading it, I'm thinking 3 stars. If you could, maybe I'd give it 3.5 because of that turn it takes and where it goes from there. So yeah, there's not much more for me to say about this. Secret Santa, I recommend it for a nice light horror read. Why not? It's good. And again, it's Christmas time. I wanted to read some Christmas horror. I have a bunch, but I've already read most of it, so I had to get something new. And it was this. Yeah, there you go. That's all I have to say about that, I believe. So should I ask a question? Do I need to ask a question? What is the worst Secret Santa gift you have ever gotten, for those of you who have ever participated in Secret Santa? I don't remember ever participating, so I don't have an answer. I have tons of siblings and nieces and nephews, and we do gift exchange, but it's not a secret thing. We draw names, but we know who we're getting our gift from when we get the gift. I don't think I've ever worked at a place that had a Secret Santa. So I don't have an answer for this question, but maybe you do. It's not the greatest question I've ever come up with, but what the hell. So have you participated in a Secret Santa? And if so, what is the worst gift that you ever got in a Secret Santa gift exchange? There you go. So if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. That's all I've got. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.